As always, my first step will be to prep and prime the skin. Today I chose the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. This primer is illuminating the skin. It gives me a flawless, even canvas for seamless makeup application. And it really is a radiant glow. I'm applying it with a fluffy brush. You can use anything you want, and mainly on the highest point of the face, avoiding the center area of the face and the forehead. Next, I'm using a flat brush, and I'm applying primer by Terry that is called Hyaluronic Hydra Primer. It's a great primer to mattify certain areas of the face and at the same time keep the hydration. I'm applying this primer mainly in the center of the face, around the nose and the forehead. This results with a perfect skin tone and texture with a matte finish, allowing makeup to sit beautifully and stay put throughout the day. Today I'm going to share with you my own technique of how to contour and apply foundation at the same time. I'm using two different shades from Dior Forever Skin Glow Foundation. This formula is a long-wearing formula, but at the same time leaves the skin glowy and refreshed. I'm using the darker shade on the outer frame of the face and then applying a lighter one into the center of the face, making sure that I create dimension at the same time brightening certain areas. After applying foundation, I'm using a flat brush just to blend these two together to create a seamless result. I love using this technique, it really suits closed skin. Today I decided to match the concealer into the skin, and so I'm using the Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer that is not only offering me a full coverage, but also such a beautiful moisturizing, creamy formula that sits beautifully on the skin. I am truly obsessed with powders that don't look visible on someone's face. And this one is by Terry. It's called Hyaluronic Hydra Powder. In a pressed version, is doing exactly what I need. It's giving me this mattifying result with a beautiful finish. Another thing that is really important to me as a makeup artist is that the skin is left hydrated and refreshed. I personally prefer the loose version of this powder, but both are amazing. I'm now using the NARS Tinted Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. It's a great formula that keeps the cream and powder color looking brilliant, fresh, and applied for a long day. For today's look, I chose Huda Beauty Obsession's Eyeshadow Palette. This palette is in shade Ruby, and I'm starting by applying a very beautiful coral eyeshadow on top of the eyelid. Then later on, when I fill the entire lid, I'm going to blend it out. Now I'm moving into using a more pointy brush by Sigma Beauty and Jordan Liberty. I'm going to blend that eyeshadow on the lid in order to create the flawless, seamless transition. If you haven't tried the Jordan Liberty and Sigma Waterproof Pro brushes, I strongly recommend. Not only are these brushes designed by a very professional makeup artist colleague of mine, but also are long lasting. Next I'm going to use an eye kohl. This one is a brown one by MAC Cosmetics in shade Coffee. You can use any eye kohl you want, just make sure that it's smooth and soft and easy to blend after. I'm going to draw the liner a little bit outside of the eyes just to create that pulled, beautiful, sexy, catty look and to prepare me for the next step. I'm now going to also use a flat brush, an eyeshadow flat brush, just to blend that over. Now asking my model to look straight forward, I'm using the exact same pencil as before to create a line on Chloe's eyelid. And that way I can create a cut crease, which later on I will blend. Small movements rather than one line will allow me to be more precise. The next step is blending, which is the key to master your cut crease. Personally, I like using a lighter shade from the eye kohl I applied, and I place it just above the line that I drew. That way it looks beautiful and it creates the perfect ombre. I'm working towards achieving definition, and today I'm using a darker brown eyeshadow with the help of an angle brush just to tap on top of that lash line. If you are struggling with creating a liner, using an eyeshadow as a first step is so easy. It really helps you find the right flattering angle, and at the same time, if you made a mistake, you can easily erase it. When I'm applying eyeshadows under the eyes, I'm using very small and precise brushes because not only that it will allow me to create something very accurately, but also the model feels very comfortable. I'm now going to apply the eye core on top of the coral eyeshadow I used before, and now blending it upwards and setting it after with a darker eyeshadow. When it comes to eye makeup and cut crease, I pay a lot of attention to details and small movements. Same as before, I'm using an angled brush and a darker eyeshadow to define the bottom lash line with small movements. Now we're moving to a slick liner moment. I'm using Inglot gel liner, which I find the most pigmented one. And with the help of an angled brush by MAC Cosmetics, I'm creating that liner on top of what I've already drawn with the eyeshadow before. As you can probably see, I'm working in small movements to create a very thin liner. I find that applying lashes is what make every single look that I create very defined and accurate, and also provides a good drama. So I'm applying a medium length individual lashes by Swede. I'm now going to apply 2 coats of Black Magic Mascara by Ico. I love this mascara because it is giving me such a full, beautiful, dramatic look, yet super defined. This is my recent discovery when it comes to eyebrows. I love this product. It's the Sunny Space Brow Gel, which I know that at the moment they're not shipping to the UK, but stay tuned because I'm planning something special for you guys. Today I'm using the All Hours Foundation Stick by Yves Saint Laurent. It is buildable, it's very blendable. It is basically a foundation, but I like using it as a wet contour as well because it comes in such beautiful colors and shades. Setting wet contour, I'm using the Dior Backstage Contour Palette number 1 that has great cool tones and really suits every skin tone that I work on, so that's a great palette to have in your kit. Adding a pop of color using Shiny Peach, a cream blush by Romanov Makeup, which I love. To contour the lips, I'm using Jouer Cosmetics lip pencil. This is a long wear pencil and yet super creamy to apply. It's in shade Sable, which is a warm matte cinnamon shade. I'm finishing up today's look with the Laura Mercier Extreme Matte Lipstick in shade Ruthless. This is such a great shade for anyone looking for the perfect nude and suits perfectly for closed skin tone and this final look. Last is this Body Glow by a company called Sol de Janeiro in shade Rio Sunset. It has such a beautiful seamless shimmer and ends this look with the most seamless glow. So here we are, and this is my final cut crease look. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much, Chloe, for being such a great model. Please leave me a comment below and let me know what you'd like to see next.